T8 and welcome to Sibyl Tarot. This is a reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising for the month of September. Scorpio, I'm meant to pull out a card already here, the King of Air. So this is in your past position. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. We also have here in your present is the Hermit. Spent time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching and self-discovery. Also we have in the present is the Eight of Water, the desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. Maybe in the past, Scorpio, you spoke your mind to somebody here. You may have told them, directly as to what it is that you're looking for, or that you're seeking out, or that you want in life, and at this present time now, it could be Scorpio for some. That's to do, with your own spirituality, because with the Hermit here and the Eight of Water, it's talking about, I feel it's talking about some type of divine time in here, with the planets. I feel that, you at this moment in time, you're probably spending, some alone time, and maybe deciding as to what, not even deciding what direction to go. I think already, Scorpio, what path you're going to choose, but you may be just having some just maybe seeking some more answers of some sort. And then in the future position we have is the Two of Air, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. So I feel, who got this in this position as well? Virgo got this. So you may have a Virgo in your chart, heavily in your chart, or that you could be dealing with a Virgo towards going into the future. Yeah, definitely. And the Hermit talks about Virgo. The Hermit is Virgo. So I didn't mean to pull this card, but I did it there now. So the Knight of Water is emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative, falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. You could, maybe you're deciding as to whether to go to this, social event, or deciding what course of action that you need to take. So let's get into this a little bit more, Scorpio. So the King of Air, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and clarifying the King of Air here is the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel in the recent past, I think you've decided to take a gamble in the recent past. Just let's get another card here. Yeah, definitely. You took a risk, you took a chance, and you felt as if you have all the right components, all the right tools to do this. You wanted to manifest something there in the past with this Wheel of Fortune and the Magician, and it's probably very fortunate for you, Scorpio. It's bringing you good luck, or that. Let me just say. you know, you decided to you know, you were very kind of had mental clarity of what it is, you know, in the past that you wanted to succeed in. And I feel that, you know, for a lot of you Scorpio, you have here this could be, you know, to do with I want to say, you know, like gambling. You know what I mean? You might have taken a risk, you know, in the stock markets or something like that. Also, it could be to do with communications. It could also do with communication. You know, it's to do with, you know, figures of some sort, or it can be creative, but I feel that, you know, if it is, it's more like that, you know, you decided maybe to write a book, write a song, you know, music compilation of some sort like that. But I feel, you know, more so it's a real Gemini energy. So Gemini, you know, is, you know, the youngest of all the zodiac signs, because we have the Magician here, and it's the Magician is ruled by Mercury, and because of the King of Air, I feel it's a very Gemini energy. You know, you may have different things. That's what it probably is, that you had different I'm not even saying options, different investments that you invested in. Do you know that way? And I feel that, you know, one of these or a couple of these has paid off for you with the Wheel of Fortune, you know. But I feel that for some reason it's a bit of a risk. Do you know, it was some type of risk, you know, some type of gamble here. At the present time, you know, and once again the Hermit talks about Mercury, and it's, you know, but with the Virgo energy, it's more that you know, you had it planned out, mapped out. Do you know that way? But I feel here, you know, clarifying the Hermit, it's the Five of Cups. Something mightn't have worked out. Do you know what I mean? It might have been to do with a relationship, because the Five of Cups talks about emotions. You know, there could have been it's been clarified as well with the Tower here. So there might have been something to do, you know, in your present time, something to do with love, because the Five of Cups talks about, you know, the River of Tears here. Something impacted you quite suddenly here in your present time. And with the Eight of Water talks about walking away, you know, from something that was emotionally, you know, fulfilling to you at one stage. And maybe that's, you know, during your present time, that's what, you know, happened. You walked away, but, you know, there's a River of Tears here, you know, and the Tower talks about, you know, something getting dismantled. You know, could have been a relationship or that got dismantled, that ended, you know, quite suddenly. You know, you may have lost a head with somebody, you know, now clarifying the Two of Air and the Knight of Water, we had the Strength, but it did pop out in reverse. I don't normally do reversals, but it did come out in reverse. So I feel that, you know, going forward, you feel that you don't have the strength or the courage to you know, decide on what path or what road you're going to take, or, you know, what you're going to do after this Tower moment that happened. you know, the Strength card can also talk about karma, you know, that there was karma here for you. But we do have the Ace of Pentacles, so, and the Ace of Pentacles talks about a new beginning, you know, a brand new beginning. So you could have lost some finances in the recent past, you know, or had some type of loss through a gamble, a risk that you took. Do you know, it might not be to do with money, but you know, there was a loss there. I feel, you know, that it was, you know, very upsetting for you, you know, that way. It was like that, you know, it drained, you know, it drained you. And the impact was quite sudden. And I feel maybe so that, you know, you feel that you haven't got the strength to start again, you know, especially if it's to do with money. But the Ace of Pentacles is here saying that there is new beginnings for you in the money area. With the Two of Air, you may have to decide to take a kind of a different route or do it a different way or that. Because it just, you know, whatever, for whatever reason, this one particular thing just didn't work out, do you know, that way. And it's probably something that, you know, as well with the Knight of Water here, that you know, I feel, you know, for a lot of Scorpios it might have been to do with, you know, a love connection or that. But if it's not, it's something, you know, that you really, you know, it was soul connecting, you know, you had a deep emotional feeling for, you know, whether it was to do with work or money or that, you know, some type of, you know, business that you were in. But you can start, you know, the Ace of Pentacles is, you know, the divine giving you, you know, a new beginning here. And with the Strength card, it's like that, you know, you need a fresh start, you know, and you probably need to decide, you know, coming into the future as which road to take. You know, you can't sit still, you can't stay in stagnation for too long, you know, you kind of have to get back up on the horse and go with it, do you know, that way. So just going to clarify the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician here. So it's been clarified with the Ace of Swords and again with the Hermit. Yeah, I feel you didn't see this coming at all. You were blindfolded to it, totally blindfolded to the situation. I feel that, you know, you put an awful lot of, you know, work into it. You know, you could have been even just working on your own for a lot of the time. I feel, you know, for some Scorpios, it's got something to do with creativity, you know, of some sort. Like, once again, you know, it could be something about, you know, writing, or, you know, compilations, you know, music or something to do with music, do you know. Do you know, or you may have even got into a contract of some sort, do you know what I mean, and that you felt a bit entrapped with it, do you know, entrapped or imprisoned within it. And you may have felt that, you know, that you were all alone, you know, and it could have been that it was affecting your creativity in some way. You know, you kind of wanted to go down, you wanted to do a certain thing, a certain way of doing stuff, but whoever the powers that be or that had their own, you know what I mean. And I feel like as well that you probably thought that you were being manipulated here with the Magician. There was manipulation here. So the Two of Wands with the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel that, you know, you had no choice but to kind of go down a certain road after this. Not that you had no choice. There was, you know, decisions there to be made, but something came down. Let's see. And I feel, you know, you might not feel it now, Scorpio, but it's for your best interests. Do you know, because the Tower here, you know, it is a Scorpionic card, you know, it's Mars. And I feel this is probably, you know, happened to you, you know, since just in the last, you know, couple of months of that. I feel if it's to do with a relationship, you know, I think you may have kind of buried your emotions, not shown this person your emotions. Yeah, I definitely feel for some Scorpios that you are ripped off in some way. You could have been ripped off emotionally. Definitely, you know, if it's to do with, you know, money or finance, you know, or career, or that you were ripped off as well. You know, because we have the Thief card, we have the Seven of Swords here. Clarifying the Strength and the Pentacles. I feel this, you know, came as a, you know, a real shock to you, a shock to the system here. But clarifying, you know, the Strength card here and the Ace of Pentacles, you know, I want to say to you, Scorpio, that if it was that you're in a partnership, you know, a business partnership, you know, or to do with money, or, you know, even a relationship, you're better off on your own. Because we have the Strength, the Ace, the Nine of Pentacles here. You know, yeah, and then we have, you know, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Hierophant. So I feel, you know, if it's to do with a business, or even if it's to do with a relationship, I feel, you know, going into the future, you are better working on your own with the Nine of Pentacles. You know, you can be, see here, this is saying, you know, to have the strength and the courage to start again. You know, start again with your money or that, you know, and that you can create your own money, you know. You can be self-sufficient, self-reliant, you know, you don't need to depend on anyone else, do you know what I mean? You could even start out on your own again. But here with the Ten of Swords, you know, you may feel that, you know, a little, you know, backstabbed where life is concerned, do you know what I mean? That you took this risk, you took this gamble, but it's over now, do you know what I mean? Or it soon will be in the future, it'll be completely over, for you to start again, for you to have a new day, for you to have a new dawn, do you know, that way. And what it's going to bring in is, you know, choices for you, more choices for you to expand. Do you know what I mean? So try not to be, you know, too confused. I know that you may have, once again, you know, we're talking about Gemini here. You know, I feel that it could have been in around the Gemini time, May, June, that this is kind of started, or, you know, kind of happened, or that, but what you call it, it's going to give you more choices, but try not to be confused, because I feel that, you know, especially if it's to do with, you know, a romance, or, you know, or love, or partnership, business partnership, you're going to you will, you know, find the right partner, do you know, that way, with the Hierophant, do you know. And if it's anything, Scorpio, for you to learn, is that you know what I mean, you've been taught, do you know what I mean, you've been, what you call it, you've learned, do you know, that way, you've learned something new, you know, it's giving you teachings. This, you know, I hate to say, but like, if it's a karmic lesson or that, you know what I mean, you've been taught, you have a higher understanding now, a higher knowledge, a higher, you know, teaching of what it is, to, you know, to progress forwards, do you know, that way. I do feel that, you know, if it's to do with a relationship, I feel that, you know, you do have other options there, or you will, coming into the future, there'll be choices there for you, and you will probably, you know, settle down with someone, you know, and have, you know, there'll be a commitment there, at least, you know, probably sharing a keys of some sort, or that, you know, possibly even to marriage, but that could be, you know, in the long term. Yeah, I feel that, you know, whatever this is, you know, we're bringing up the Six of Cups, you know, whatever this was, you know, it was to do with a past person. So, you know, they came back from your past, you know, and I feel that, you know, you felt very successful, you know, at one stage with them, very successful, you know, and they were giving you a lot of attention and that, you know, praising you, you know, from a height. But I think now with the Chariot, it's time to move on, you know, the Chariot is saying it's time to move on, and for some, this is just, you know, a one-off thing. It's time to come home with the Chariot here. That's just for, you know, one specific person. So coming into your future, you have here is the Knight of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, this is lovely, and it's definitely telling somebody, you know, some Scorpio out there that it's time to come home. We have the Knight of Cups, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Six of Swords, because you know, there is a homecoming here, and you know, it might even, that'll bring you in, you know, new success. I think what it is that, you know, you need to travel home. This is for, you know, for some, or, you know, go back to your roots, maybe. That's what it probably is. Go back to what you know best to do, and then, you know, success would, you know, come in. But I feel that if nothing else, this was a lesson for you, you know what I mean. I know it might have been a very harsh lesson for you to learn or whatever, but Scorpio, you know, it's good. And maybe, you know, if it's, you might be, you know, coming back, you know, to once with the Knight of Cups, to a soulmate or that, do you know what I mean? Or you might be even, you know, if it's everything's hunky-dory, you know, with your, you know, in your love life, you might get an offer, you know, a proposal of marriage here, do you know, a new home, but I definitely, you know, there's some type of travel here, you know, that way, maybe to move, to relocate, you know, to a new home, or that, you know, where success will be. So just take it as it applies, Scorpio. So coming to your future here. There's the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel, you know, even for, you know, some of you are going to get a little, someone's going to help you out, you know, with the money side of things. You know, if it is that, you know, finances are sparse, someone will help you out, you know. I feel like as well, you know, if it's to do with, you know, a career or a job or a business that you had, there might be some, what are they called? A philanthropist, is it? You know, somebody that, you know, invests in people, do you know, that way, because they have a good idea, or that, you know, that you might need money to start up again. But what are they called as well? There are some companies, you know, that invest in people. You know, if you go online and you tell them your idea, or tell them what you're working on, or that people or companies, they invest. So that could be, you know, a story here. We also have, you know, is the Eight of Wands. Yeah, I feel whatever it is probably online with the Eight of Wands. Do you know, I can see different tabs open. Maybe there's different avenues that you want to go down online, you know what I mean. I feel though, you know, coming into the future, that be, you know, there's going to be good news coming towards you here. And maybe, you know, somebody to be investing in you again. Maybe, you know, if it's to do with a relationship or whatever, you know, this, someone's going to invest in you. Yeah, because we have here is the Five of Pentacles, and that turned out upside down. You might feel at the, you know, going into the future that you're just going to be stone broke, that there's you know, you're deflated in some way, you know, to do with your finances or that, you know. But it turned, you know, it's flipped out upside down. So, you know, your finances are going to take, you know, a turn for the better. They are going to start improving, you know. And I feel that it's you know, I don't know if you know the person or that, you know, have you met the person and that, but somebody is going to help you out, you know, financially, do you know, that way. Or maybe even just to give you advice, do you know, with the Hierophant here, you know, about, you know, your finances, how to sort out your finances or that, you know. Yeah, because I feel that, you know, you're overburdened a lot, yeah. And then the Hanged Man and the Two of Swords. And I feel in the future, you know, that you're going to be somewhat, you know, at a standstill for a bit, you know, just for a bit, deciding, you know, going within, deciding what it is, you know, to take. I feel that, you know, for some Scorpios, if it's to do a relationship, I feel in the future you're going to, you know, very much protect your heart. You might be closed off, you know, in some way or that. But, you know, I feel Scorpio, you know, you may feel that, you know, that you can't see, you know, the woods from the trees at the moment or into the future. Something to do, I feel that you may, some may have lost, you know, their home or that, you know, where they live, or, you know, or maybe that they can't see a way to get home, you know. But you know, this is not for you, someone that, you know, they can't see a way to get home. But, you know, the tide will change, do you know what I mean? And the time will change, and, you know, the right decision will be made. So, yeah, Scorpio, I do hope you like my reading. If you do, please like, share, leave a comment. Slán.